Another episode of DuckTales. Every day they're out there making DuckTales. Woo! Alright. As y'all know, I'm not reviewing every episode today. Other stuff I'm planning to post this weekend. I have stuff posting next weekend. I won't be able to do DuckTales, but Andy Max starts at the end of June, and since we'll be finished in the middle of June, that's just about a week or two before Andy Max, so that's perfect. DuckTales will actually stop. Well, not the series, but from what I heard of, the episodes will stop after next weekend. But since they're doing episodes almost every day, like not literally 7 days a week, but more like 4 days a week, and yeah, we'll just have a show to review. Woohoo! So I'm glad I'm holding these DuckTales off. But even if they already come out and you see my review and you're not really that interested, well, I totally understand. But let's get on with this episode of DuckTales. So, the green duckling wants to get rich. And unfortunately, he has a bad time doing it. However, Scrooge tells him a story about when he was young, when he was digging for gold, and he found a little tiny gold nugget. He put it in his hat, and then he twisted his ankle. It was interrupted a few times by this little guy right here. Fortunately, the sheriff was in town, and, well, who has all of those explosions? Fortunately, if you remember back in season 1, Duck and Goldie used to be good friends, and then when they reunite in season 1, they fight, and, well, Goldie left, saying that whenever you need gold in your life, come find me, What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Goldie wants to find the gold too, so Scrooge and Goldie end up fighting back and forth on whether or not they should find the gold. Goldie is using bombs, and, well, Scrooge is using an axe. He only had one bomb at the time. Unfortunately, they both got to the goal. Happened. See? He wants to steal the gold, so he takes it on his train and leaves. The sheriff thinks that Scrooge and Goldie are outliers, so they go to jail. Let's see. Fortunately, Greenie was watching TV, and look, he's watching Ottoman Empire. And he recorded it, and look, he only watched a little bit. Huh. Funny. And then, since it kind of interrupted Scrooge's story, he turns off the TV, and he...
What? I'm so invested in your story that I wanted to record this to watch later. It's a compliment.
Because he wants this little guy to pay attention. Here's a time traveler who went back to the Wild West to help Scrooge and Goldie realize that this person who is taking this gold to town made a deal with the government or something, and he promised the Wild West something. However, he's not keeping his promise. He's going away with the gold. So after they realize he's a bad guy, the sheriff decides to let them out, realizing that they're heroes. So let's see. Where is the part where he lets them out? See, he lets them out. And then they go off and get the gold back. This is them on the train, trying to blend in and steal the keys. We have Goldie creating a distraction while Scrooge takes the keys. And so that's what he does. He succeeds. What I would have done is, instead of getting the keys on the train, the big gold nugget, you kind of saw it in a recent picture, but that big gold nugget is on a different cart. So what I could have done is, instead of freeing the gold out, we could have unhooked the cars and then, all's well, right? Unfortunately, they thought about getting the gold out, so I was okay with this stupid idea, given the fact they succeeded. They took the keys, and then they ran off with the gold keys, and then let's see. This is them trying to get the gold back, but unfortunately, someone is in their way. They, what did they do? Oh, since Scrooge found a little gold nugget at the beginning of the episode, he decided to give it to that tough man who was working for the guy who was stealing the gold and going off with it. He decided to take Scrooge's gold and let Scrooge and Goldie go. Here they go, off with the gold. Here's that. When he grabbed the gold, the robot couldn't handle it, so eventually it broke, and all the pieces fell in the river. Scrooge was upset, but they were all okay. Scrooge would find another way to get rich. However, Goldie tried to trick into loving him, and right before she can give him a kiss, he punched her in the water. Watch this. Punch! See?
Whoa, wait. This isn't the end? Well, no. Becoming rich is an endless cycle of obstacles and opportunities. Then what's the point?
Greenie, the green duckling, if he wants to be rich, he has to, the best way to get rich is to find out how Scrooge got rich. If he wants to know what year it is, he came back from the Wild West and he wants to know what year it is. And, well, it's very interesting. And then, the green duckling ends up calling Goldie to see if he could if Goldie can teach her how to get rich, because Goldie is also rich too, but she has her own place, and he wants Goldie to teach her how to be rich, even if it means Scrooge, because since Scrooge and Goldie hate each other, even if it makes Scrooge mad, he wants to learn how to get rich, but he wants to learn from Goldie. Making DuckTales. This video felt like it was like 30 minutes and I was getting upset, but it's only been 13 minutes. Usually when I make a video, it feels shorter but ends up being longer, and this time it felt longer but it ended up being shorter. So, good DuckTales review. Good short. And like that, and then like 2 weeks before Andy Mack, we'll have Friendship Hates Magic. I kind of talked about that in my last DuckTales review, and the dangerous chemistry of Gandra D. Okay? Here are some pictures of DuckTales. Every day they're out there making DuckTales. Woo-oo. Ooh, I remember using this picture before when they were all tied up. Every day they're out there making DuckTales. Ooh, who's a goth? About that in my last DuckTales review, and the dangerous chemistry of Gandra D. Okay? Here are some pictures of DuckTales. Every day they're out there making DuckTales. Woo-oo. Ooh, I remember using this picture before when they were all tied up. Every day they're out there making DuckTales. Ooh, who's a goth player? Scrooge McDuck. Every day they're out there fighting Dragon Tales. Woo! Every day they're out there playing No Tales. Just kidding. I'm not going to show you more images, sorry. But we are going to wrap the video up. Sorry, I've been talking really quiet today and slow. If not, go enjoy your weekend, okay? There's a DuckTales that came on today and Friday, but I'm not going to review them until next week, so enjoy your Tuesday and Wednesday episodes of DuckTales. I'm going to stop talking. Bye.